Formative assessment helps teachers to be more informed when planning and adapting lessons. It enables accurate direction of learning for students. Summative assessment gives the confident appraisal of how well students have performed over a sequence of lessons, unit of work, or several units of work. The summative assessment have its limitations. Nevertheless, it is a standardized means of collecting credible data to gauge students' achievement and performance. While students are learning remotely and online, this becomes a challenge in and of itself. Here are some approaches to collecting summative data for your students. Online quizzes are a useful tool for assessment. Online quizzes are already created and in existence on different learning platforms. Vet these beforehand to ensure that they meet the assessment criteria. They can be multiple choice or short answer responses. Online quizzes can be developed and shared with colleagues to reduce or manage workload. Once shared with students, their scores and outcomes can be collated and used as necessary. Some game-based learning platforms that are free on which you can create quizzes are Quizalize, ClassTool, Gimkit, Quizlet, or Kahoot. Game-based learning activities is another tool that can be used in assessment. There are several game-based activities and simulation that can be used as an assessment of students' progress and achievement. Activities designed on Tarsia and other puzzle apps can be sent to students to complete, as well as code breakers and mysteries that factors in the skills or learning intentions being assessed. Students are able to complete these and return the completed activities to teachers for grading. Tarsia activities, dominoes, code breakers, and mysteries can be found on different teacher platforms, of which some may be free to download. Assessment can be done using open-ended short questions. These can be designed on survey platforms and other learning platforms that allow students to write with or without character restrictions. These are then downloaded for teachers to mark, short essays, and solutions. Teachers may also use mini question packs to provide students with questions that can be edited in notebook or Word documents, returning their responses in handwritten or typed text form. Teachers are then able to review with comments or edit with annotations for feedback as part of the assessment process. Project-based assessment provides teachers and students the opportunity for longer essays and investigations depending on the subject. Work can be set in segments, submitted with given time frames. These can be set, marked, and graded on school-approved learning platforms. Projects will require more teacher input, scaffolding, and management of submissions for each aspect or segment of the project. However, is performed over a longer period of learning. Therefore, students can be learning new content whilst working on their project assessments. Projects can take different form and could involve designing and constructing objects, apps, experiments, observations, and researches. The reality is that although interviews can be long and time-consuming, it can be the perfect way to assess students' knowledge, understanding, and application. Dialogue simulation can also help to manage the workload by setting up the questions and giving students set time to answer each question. This works best for shorter responses and where students are used to that format of working. Another disadvantage of dialogue simulation is that there is no opportunity for clarification of questions if students need it, nor is there any opportunity to ask students to clarify their responses where that clarification is necessary. Considering which of these two approaches to use will depend on what the outcomes are that you desire and the amount of time you have to invest in this process. Being able to standardize assessments, making them credible and accurate, is an important part of any assessment system. This can still be achieved using the suggested assessment approaches as part of your teaching toolkit. The authenticity and reliability of the data can be maintained with these adaptations to traditional practices of assessment.